Hi guys, my name's Anmol Minhas and welcome to my channel. Today I'm talking about how you can actually settle in Canada quickly. And what I mean about this title is that what do you need to make sure that you have ready before you're landing in Canada, and how you can start taking the right steps so you're getting really comfortable and settled in Canada a lot quicker than what usually people get to. So usually people take approximately a year or more to actually settle down in Canada. However, you can be here and within a few months, if you have the right tools and understanding of what you should be doing, you can actually settle down a lot quicker. Again, this video is completely what my opinion was. If I had known these points before I had moved to Canada, life would have been a lot easier and I could have saved a lot of money as well as time in settling down in Canada. So I've divided this video in parts and I'm going to try to cover all the parts and all the pointers and spectrums that you need to make sure before you're moving to Canada. Now without further ado, let's begin this video. But before we start, don't forget to click the subscribe button. Clicking the subscribe button and being a part of the family would mean a lot to me and helps my channel out a lot. So now let's begin the video. Now point number one for me is accommodation. Accommodation is one of the most important things when you're moving to a new country, especially if you have no idea where to live and what to do. So when you're moving to Canada, I would recommend getting an Airbnb, and there are two reasons for it. First, that you don't have to sign a lease, so you're not signing a contract or a term, but you're going to be staying at that place for X amount of months, usually it's 6 months to a year. And second is that the landlord or the person who's renting out their space to you on Airbnb is verified. So it's a lot easier, it's a lot safer to go into a place like that because Airbnb has all their information, and for fraud to happen, the likelihood is a lot less. If you do have family living here and you can stay with them for a few months when you're moving here, that is absolutely the best option. Yes, you would have a little difficulty because you wouldn't have your space. However, it would help you immensely because A, they would have a lot of knowledge because they have been living here, and B, you would stay around loved ones. When I moved to Canada, I got my job within 10 days. So once you move here, just make sure that you first find a job and then you find your accommodation. The reason I say that is because if you know which city or which location your job is, it's a lot convenient for you to get your accommodation or your apartment, your whatever you want to rent out, a basement, closer to that location, so closer to your job. It would just save your commute time. Possibly you don't have to get a car right away as well, because then you can just take the bus and you can take a SkyTrain and you're at work a lot quicker. Next is furniture. I know a lot of people who move here right away and they want to build a home right away. 100% it's possible, but in most of the times it's not logical. The reason I say that is because you just don't know where your life is going to take you. You just moved to this country, you've just started a job. What if you get a better opportunity? What if you haven't got a job that you really wanted and within a few months you're getting the job that you really want and that's what you want to work in and you have to relocate? So you should always have your options open. I'm going to tag my accommodation video in the bottom in the description box as well. In my accommodation video, I've actually shown you how I try to buy an apartment that would already have inbuilt cabinets. So my closet would have a walk-in closet, it would have a cupboard already in, my kitchens would have all the cupboards. Usually the kitchen would come with an island. What that does is helps me save a lot on furniture. All I needed was hangers to hang my clothes. My bathroom had cabinets, so everything could be just put in. All I had was a bed and a desk, and it was perfect because nothing else was needed. Even in the kitchen, the cabinets were completely done and I had no issues. The island in the kitchen acted as a dining table, so I didn't need to get that too. I got a couch, and what I would recommend if you're moving to Canada for the first time and you're just trying to settle into a country, you might or might not have a lot of money to spare. So what you can do is just go and get a used couch. When I say that, it doesn't mean that it's going to be in a ragged, dirty condition. Go and get a better condition couch. There's so many liquidation stores you can go at. I got my couch from a liquidation store. My couch still had tags on it, so it was just at a showroom and they had kept it for a really long time. It didn't get sold, was sent to a liquidation store and I bought it. I did pay like a little bit extra for it because I was the first person to use it, but liquidation store is a great option. If you don't have that much to spend, then you can totally get it from Facebook Market page. Facebook Market page is booming right now. So number 3 is kitchen items. Guys, just keep in mind when you're moving to a new country, you're making a new home, you would have to spend. So these expenditures are bound to happen regardless if you're moving within the city you stay in or you're moving to a different country. So in terms of kitchen, IKEA is a great option. It's really cheap to get kitchen utensils, pans, pots. You have to spend one time, but pots and pans last you for years depending on how you keep them. If you still feel that would be a little bit more expensive for you, there are two options. One is a dollar store, which would have everything from $1 to like approximately $4 at the max. One is Dollar Tree, which is everything $1.25. Both of these have taxes on top of it. However, it's really cheap. You can get a ladle for like $1.25. So it's one-time investment and you can get whatever you like. Another option is also going to a thrift store. A lot of people love going to thrift store. And what thrift store is that it's used items. There'll be some things you might not be able to find at dollar store, so you can just go to a thrift store and buy it. Personally, I would recommend if you're tight on budget, just go to a dollar store. The reason I say that is A, it's not expensive, and B, it's gonna be brand new, so it's not used. Next is banking. So there are 5 major banks in Canada: CIBC, RBC, TD, BMO, and Scotiabank. Now, all these banks have an option of a newcomer or a new immigrant account. New immigrant account actually give you a lot of like discounts and additional services. So whichever bank you go to, make sure you're signing up on a new immigrant or a newcomer account. And also each banks here have promos. Many a times when you're getting a credit card or you're getting a certain card which would have points, you can get a lot of promos depending on what promos available at which bank. So do your research, do your shopping, which means go to all the bank, get the brochures and see what your best option is, and then sign up for one. Next is phone plans. Now, Canada is expensive in terms of telecommunications, so keep that in mind. Every time you're checking the prices, you don't have much of an option. The price range is going to be pretty similar, and I know it's expensive compared to what you might be paying in the past. So now with telecommunication, a lot of companies give a lot of promos. There's a way that you can actually get a free brand new phone with your plan as well. However, if you want to get a free phone, I would recommend shopping for that either on Black Friday or Boxing Day, which is 26th of December. The reason I say that is because companies are very competitive that time because everything is on sale, so you would get the best options available. Hypothetically, if you're moving in March, then just get a month-to-month plan till let's say November and then get a new phone. When you're new to Canada, also keep in mind about cell phone data. I know that maybe in the city you were previously living, you don't spend a lot on that data because you actually know the city. However, when you're in Canada and you're in a new city, you might have to go to different locations. So you constantly need your map, your transit app, and you just need access to internet all the time so you're not getting lost and you have all the information available. So you do tend to use a lot more data when you're in a new city. So have a higher data plan. And if you think you wouldn't need that high data plan, just monitor your data, because if you exceed your data, it's really expensive in Canada, and they charge you a lot of money every 100 megabits you use. And there's also another option in Canada which is called a family plan. If you do have family, and if you can ask them if you can be a part of their family plan, then your plan's going to get a lot cheaper because each line gets a discount, and usually there's a shared pool data bucket. Totally depends on the family you know or like the people you are with. So if that is an option, that would be great as well for you. Next, I know everybody comes to Canada to live the dream, to live the Canadian dream. However, when you're moving to Canada and you're not getting the choice of job you want, and you're not getting the job you feel your heart and your passion relies in, don't worry about it. If you think it's getting difficult to begin with and you want to start with a survival job, there's no problem. Survival jobs are basically doing let's say minimum wage job or whatever options you're getting at the time. Whatever your option is, start with that and keep finding the job you want, or keep finding the job or the career you want to be in. Don't give up on that. However, start with a survival job so you're not losing money each day and just sitting at home. I feel regardless of where you work, experience actually helps you in life, and it teaches you so much more. Because now suddenly you would also have an experience of having a Canadian job in the past, and now you've moved to the career and choice of job you wanted. So having a survival job, not bad at all. Completely a good option. So guys, these were my few points on how to settle in Canada a lot quicker. Keep these in mind because it would help you out immensely. Being prepared is a lot better when you're moving to a new country. Precaution is better than cure. So you rather know everything about the place and the location you're moving to than not know at all. So if you did like this video, guys, do give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe down to my channel and be a part of this family. If you do have any questions regarding this topic, do write down in the comment section below and I would love to answer them for you. If you have any video ideas you would like for me to do, please do let me know for that as well. And I'll see you in my next one. Till then, take care. Bye.